So we're also getting our first look tonight inside the building. You can see the fire damage in one hallway. This is on the third floor where the fire started and the door to that apartment wasn't shut. The building becoming a smoke-filled chimney. The medical examiner now saying all 17 people who died were killed by smoke inhalation.
Meanwhile, we are learning more about some of the individual victims, including several members of one family who died. Eyewitness News reporter Stacey will have their stories in just a minute, but our coverage begins with NJ Burgett live at the scene. NJ?
As Sade, the autopsies now confirm what investigators here believed from the very beginning, that all of the victims died not from the flames, but from the smoke, choking smoke that blinded them in the hallways and the stairwells. Many of the residents that I spoke with today said they have no intention of ever living here again. Tenants braved the bitter wind chills to salvage whatever they could, heading for hotels or the homes of relatives. Joyce Anderson is 75 years old and is one of the building's original tenants.
No, never. Never did I think it would end like this.
What is it that's just so heartbreaking about
Their
this?
deaths, those kids dying. That's really heartbreaking.
The identities of the 17 victims are being confirmed today. Among them, 4 members of the same family, Fatoumata Drama, her brother, and 2 sisters. Like many of their neighbors, they were immigrants from the African nation of the Gambia.
There are a little over 30 residents that remain hospitalized at local area hospitals with serious smoke inhalation and other health conditions. So we continue to pray for healing and strength for all of the residents that are currently hospitalized.
Investigators believe it was a space heater that sparked the fire, but that the residents of the apartment failed to close the door behind them, allowing the smoke to blanket the hallways and the stairwells, where most, if not all of the victims were killed. All city buildings with 3 or more apartments are required to have self-closing doors. Doors like this one, which close automatically. Fire investigators here determined that some worked and others did not, including the door to the apartment where the fire broke out. Because the apartment was so badly damaged, investigators may not be able to determine why it malfunctioned. Residents told us space heaters were common here.
If you don't use a space heater, then you use your oven. So if you like the cold, you would love living in it.
Like her neighbors, Joyce Anderson is still struggling to come to terms with the horrific loss of life.
How are you holding up?
I've been a nervous wreck, really. Nervous wreck. I'm scared. I'm wondering what's going to happen. I'm not going to come back and live here after this.
Well, tonight, Governor Kathy Hochul says the state of New York is committed to providing for both the long and short-term needs of the fire victims.